guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going fantastic. We have got the countdown to Christmas going on in our household. I know it's countdown to New Year's for you, so you're probably done with the excitement of Christmas, but our home is bubbling with excitement. Kids are excited. They're like, it's only 2 days. And I'm like, I know it's only 2 days. So I've been kind of breaking up my week and getting different things done each day. If you kind of break it up instead of doing it all in one day, so much better for you because you can rest a little bit, enjoy a little bit. So I kind of broke up each day doing something different. Today is prepare for Christmas. So what that entails in our household is food. I bought all that food this week. I've got to prepare a lot of it. So I could just prepare it on the day of, but instead of being in the kitchen the entire Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to prepare a lot of it beforehand to get it ready for the day. So I took my list of all of my foods here of what I'm going to be making for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then I just did a little highlighter marker on the ones that I can do kind of beforehand, like make the cheese ball. Wash all the fruit, get that set out, get the veggies all set up because that takes time. So on Christmas Eve, we're just doing sandwiches and nachos, so that'll be easy to put together so we can enjoy. We're supposed to enjoy the whole day together. So I don't want to be too much in the kitchen. I want to be enjoying time with my family. And then Christmas Day, usually it's like, oh, you gotta get up and make food. Well, I don't wanna make food. That's why we did an easy breakfast. Like literally bought all the ingredients. Bought the donuts, bought the chocolate croissants, bought the cinnamon rolls, bought yogurt. There is bagels, so it's simple because nobody likes a big breakfast, especially when they're all excited to open presents. And then usually I just come back in the kitchen after we open presents and start preparing the food. And I'm tired because we stay up and all those things. So I'm gonna do a lot of it now, and that way it can be ready. I can just pull those platters out. We can eat them and we just kind of arrange things together. So that is what we're going to focus on today, is preparing for Christmas. That is my goal today. And I also want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. The holidays can be hectic, but HelloFresh keeps things simple with recipes and ingredients that cut out grocery shopping and limit meal prep so you can spend more of the festive season with friends and family. HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you break out of the recipe rut. HelloFresh makes the holidays easier. Your weekly delivery is made up to help you cut back on meal prep and cleanup, and their limited edition holiday hosting box delivers everything you need to cook up a family feast. No planning necessary. HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients mean there's less prep for you and less wasted food. Now, I always share how I think this is a good thing to get because of the fact that not everybody can do everything, right? You can't always prepare meals from home. That's why majority of people go out to dinner. That's why there is convenience food after convenience food available at the grocery store because everybody's busy. Everybody's got things going on. So even during the holidays, I always say, or like after a vacation or when times are busy where you have a lot going on, do yourself a favor and get one of these boxes just to make your life easier. It shows up at your door. It's cold. The ice packs are frozen solid, even in the middle of summer, which is awesome. And it keeps everything fresh. And then you just put it in your refrigerator. And then one day I go, okay, I'm going to make this. Pull that meal out, make that dish. And then you have lunch, dinner, whatever you want to have for your family already made. It just cuts down. It's like a gift to yourself. And remember, go to HelloFresh.com and use the code AmyMaryon16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. So that was black bean and blue corn, black and blue crunch burritos. Delicious. Like, look at that. That is like a burrito to eat. So what I did, this is breakfast for me. I'm gonna make a little bowl and eat this right here. But what's cool is Greg is gonna take the kids. They do shopping. They always go shopping for mommy for Christmas. It's something they've done forever. So I'm always like, I don't know what I want because like I'm more practical and kind of things. And like he's already ordered a few things for me. Fix my apron here. And so we ended up going to TJ Maxx the other day, and so I kind of went through and I'm like, okay, I had a few ideas of things, spoons for the kitchen, aprons, all those simple things, and so the kids go and pick that kind of stuff out. They always have fun with that. So this will be nice. They don't have to go out to eat because I have this here they can take for lunch, and then I also have some lentil and rice, and we can roll those up in tortillas for the ones that don't want the spice in here. But I know this is going to be delicious. Like, I haven't tried any of it. Usually I sample some of it, but this to me is like there's a place called Neo Burrito up around us, and I feel like that's the same exact flavor. So let's try. This to me is so good. Delicious, just put together, real easy to do. So remember, if you want to get HelloFresh for yourself, do yourself a favor and give yourself a break. If you want to get this, go to HelloFresh.com and use the code AmyMaryon16 for 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. All right, so now I've got lunch made for them because I don't know what time they're gonna get out the door, but this is done. This is what they can take, and the rest can have lentils. So now, and I've got lunch, so when I want to eat, I can eat that now. I'm gonna eat this for breakfast because it's that good. And then let's start working on our food. So the first thing on my list is a veggie tray. So I'm gonna pull out all my vegetables, I'm gonna wash them, we'll chop them up, put them on a tray, put some in an extra container. So I think I'm going to do all of my veggies at one time, so I don't have to cut some now and cut some later, and then I'll do all my fruit at the same time too. So what I will do right now is take and I'll cut up, make my little veggie tray, and then I have things, I'm gonna cut up peppers and onions for nachos. So I'm gonna chop those up, put those in bowls, and then I'm gonna be making a Cowboy caviar, which I need chopped up onion and pepper for that. I'll put that in a bowl. And then I'm gonna be making like veggie pizza, but we're gonna do it on tortilla so we can roll it up. So I'm gonna chop those up and put those in another bowl too. So just doing it all at once, so I don't have to bring this all out and do it again or go, oh, I totally forgot carrots, or oh, I forgot that. So just get it all done at the same time. Moments I totally forgot I need to chop some up for the tortilla roll. So this is good. So I'm making 2 trays. I figured maybe I'll make one for today and just put it out. Kids can munch. There's no sense saving it. I feel like they're not really gonna eat the veggie tray on Christmas because, you know, there's pizza rolls and all the delicious, so no sense saving it all because I feel like this is gonna get the least eaten. So that's okay. So we'll do this, chop up some more. I'm gonna put these in a bag and I'll save those for like my veggie for doing my meat when I do my meat. So I'll probably put that, the rest of the peppers, and I should have saved the ends of the celery, but I didn't. But that's okay, because we'll be doing a huge meat cooking thing, like, you know, after I can think about it. So let's chop up the cucumbers. Okay, so I'm gonna put my extra ones, like this pepper, I don't need the celery stalks. I'm gonna put these in here. I'm gonna chop them up and puree them. I just don't wanna do that. These will go in the veggie mix, just go in the freezer. It's okay if it gets soggy because it's gonna be pureed up. So now, normally I put these in a plastic container, but I'm gonna be maxed out in my refrigerator. Like, there's gonna be a lot of food from Christmas. So I'm going to be smart and utilize bags just to make it all fit good. So these are the extra. Like, just grab and refill the veggie tray if you need it, or just have a stalk of celery if you want it today. So this will be good. I'll cover these up, and then, because I don't think they're gonna eat veggies for breakfast, but we will be able to pull them out later today when they're hungry. So all the veggies are done. I've got my bowl. This one is gonna be for the veggie pizza. This one is gonna be for the Cowboy caviar. that's for nachos right there. So I'm doing really good with all this. Now, let's get all the fruit out. Get all that stuff done because that free up a whole lot of space in my refrigerator as well. So you can put paper towels. Let me put a paper towel in here. Paper towel in here will help absorb that liquid so they don't go bad as quickly. So I'm going to put these in here, cover these, put these in my refrigerator, clean my mess, and get the fruit out. I'm gonna rinse off all my fruit now. What I did is take my towels here and I just flipped them over the other way, so in case there's like some veggie scent on them, it'll just have the fruit on it. So let's rinse all these off. So I've got all my fruit washed. The blackberries, the one from Sam's had more of like a double layer, where on the bottom there were some moldy ones. So I'm like, so I had to throw away a handful of those. When that's like, you know, very expensive. It's like, I hate to do that, but I can see Aldi probably was a better deal because they were about the same price for 2 of them at Aldi, where they were single layer, versus the big one at Sam's because those ones were bad. But fruit is expensive, and definitely berries. I have gone blueberry picking, I've gone raspberry picking, I've gone blackberry picking, and strawberry picking. So I understand why it costs a lot of money, because it takes time to pick all those. So the kids and I used to go when the older ones were little, and we'd go and it'd take all morning just to pick like a little bucket of them. And you're like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a fruit tray. And so I'm gonna make that. Remember I was telling you the other day about when I made the apple dip with the the cream cheese and brown sugar, and then I said there's another one with like a coconut cream pudding. I couldn't find the coconut cream pudding, but I'm going to mock it and make it with French vanilla. So I will whip that up. Do I have to do that today? Yes, I actually gonna make that up today. So I'll mix that up. Then I'm gonna put it out on tray. I'm gonna use these things. I got these at Goodwill years and years ago. I think someone said that they are sushi trays, but whatever. I use them for vegetables and love them. So I got my biggest one out here. I'm gonna just put my fruit on here, layer this, and then the other thing I'm gonna put on here would be vanilla wafers, but I'll probably just put those in a separate bowl because obviously they're gonna get squishy and soft if they're with the wet fruit. But I'm gonna layer the good fruit in here, and then that way when Christmas Day comes, we can just cover it or uncover it and put it with the fruit, and they can dip and eat it. And I only pulled out 2 apples because I don't want them to completely brown, because it's gonna be like a day after. It's not today. We got another 2 days before we eat this. So I'll just chop up a few just to show you what it looks like. And then the rest I'll probably put out, and I know it'll get devoured. I know it will. Like my kids can come out and take handfuls of this fruit and it'll be gone like $9 out the door like that. It's the most expensive breakfast, but this will be good. Then they can have it when they get up to eat. So let me put together my tray for Christmas, and then we'll leave the rest out for them to eat whatever they want today. Okay, I totally forgot. I was talking to Greg and looked over there, and I had all those melons, the papaya and the mango. I was like, oh, so I got rid of that little container. I'm gonna use a big tray for fruit because there's a lot. So let me continue onward. So I got all the fruit. I really don't need to cut up. So I'm gonna take my tray aside here and cut up the watermelon, that dino melon thing, and then the papaya and mango. Never did that before, so I'm gonna have to look that up, and then I'll continue making my tray. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking the watermelon would be ripe. It is the middle of winter, and where are they bringing the watermelon from? Some other country. So I don't like that fuzziness. Like Greg ate it, and he's like, that tastes great, but I just don't like this. So this is going to be, here, eat this pile, Tim. I'm gonna set it over here. And then I took the bottom and cut that up nicer, and that'll be for the tray, just because that one just tastes, I don't know. I guess when I was a kid, like I loved watermelon, so I didn't mind it in the off, but now I'm like, that doesn't even taste like it should. So I'm gonna cut up the mango. I think I remember how to do it, and then the papaya. That one was definitely not ripe, I could tell, because I remember the last one I cut, it was a lot softer. I don't eat these enough, but that's okay. So I'll take the nice cut ones, put it on the tray, and then we'll have the smushy pieces, but we got something. Okay, so papaya, I don't think I like that. And then the bad thing is I was reading and someone said, papaya, why does it taste like vomit? So all I could think of when I was eating it was vomit flavor. Probably not my favorite. That's okay, we tried it, we did, and we're gonna have the kids try it and see how it goes. So I'm gonna cut up my pineapple right now and get that, and then I can assemble my tray. Kids are out here, they get their breakfast, they're having lots of fruit, which is good. I'm gonna make the tray for the fruit. Okay, I totally forgot to cut. I'm falling behind all these things. I'm finding apples, so I need to cut apples. You guys, one of my viewers told me to use pineapple juice. That would be genius. So I have pineapple juice and be using for my punch tomorrow. So I'm gonna put that in a bowl, put the apples in. All right, I've got my tray for Christmas, the big one and then the small one. I'm gonna use that tonight. So now, I was thinking when I was doing all this, I'm gonna make some fruit salsa. I usually make it in the summer, so good. So I'm gonna chop it up, use my hand chopper, like that one, that little box thing. So chop it all up, it'll be delicious. I'll make some like tortilla chips. It'll be a nice little dip. Okay, my household, it's already like 11 o'clock and I said, I feel like I haven't done anything this morning, but we visited, we talked, we had breakfast, all those good things. So now everybody's gonna get out the door. They are going shopping, actually. It's a tradition that they do. If you wanna watch that, come back tomorrow. We'll do a little clippage of them going shopping. They're gonna take my other camera. So what we're doing today, I'm gonna start with my food. I just marked off veggies and fruit, that's it. So I made that fruit salsa. That was something I didn't plan on doing, that I will do that. So what I'm gonna do now is the dip for the fruits. It's actually called pina colada dip. I Googled it and I was like, oh, it's kind of similar, but I'm gonna make it a little different than what I actually found the recipe, because I remember making this and it was so good. You basically drain some crushed pineapple, pudding, mix up pudding, but you only add like a cup of milk, and then whip that together with the pineapple. Usually it's coconut cream, so I don't have coconut, so I did add real coconut to it, and then a little bit of whipped cream to it, and mix that up. It's so good, tastes so, so delicious. So let me mix that up in the bowl, put the recipe on the screen. Okay, so made the fruit dip. That's delicious. Tastes like coconut cream pie. Really good. So this will go in the refrigerator. That'll be for my tray of fruit, and then I'll put out some vanilla wafers to it too, and they can scoop it as well. My family's finally out the door. I'm a free woman, so I get a lot done. I'm gonna do a cheese ball. Usually I do it in a mixing bowl, but I'm just thinking I'm gonna put everything in my food processor. I feel like it would work. I don't know. Well, I'll let you know. This is a good thing about this, is trial and error. So I'm gonna do, usually this one we've been making, we call it a Christmas cheese ball snowman recipe. I'm not gonna do a snowman, I'm just gonna do a big giant ball of it, make a snowball. But it's a sharp cheddar. If you get cheddar or cheese that's already shredded, it's coated with, you know, whatever they put on it. So it doesn't make a good cheese ball, so just get regular. All right, I had to change the card out. My card was full. Okay, so my whole family, I don't know what filmed or what didn't, but my whole family is gone out the door, so I'm gonna try to crank and get stuff done now. I'm like finally onto the food. So cheese ball, we make this, it's a snowman cheese ball. I have it on my blog. Usually you make like a bottom, a middle, and a top, and then you use peppercorns for like the, you know, the buttons, the nose, the eyes. I do peppercorns, now I'm thinking about it, and a carrot nose. I might just do a snowman. Maybe I don't know yet. Maybe I'll do a snowman on just one ball of it. I might do that just to make it easier. But usually I do this and mix it in a mixer, but I'm gonna do it right here in my food processor. I'll see, I'll be your trial and error and see how that works. I don't even know if that will work or not, but I said, I don't know if it got filmed, so don't use shredded cheese already from the store because it already has a coating of like whatever they put on it, whatever chemical they put on shredded cheese. I know, I buy it, so don't feel bad. But it doesn't make a good cheese ball because it just like the cheese doesn't stick. So grate yourself I bought sharp cheddar right here, and then what I'm gonna do is add ranch to mine. I feel like ranch is gonna be really good in here. You can also do bacon. I told Brooklyn I would opt out of no bacon for her. So I'm gonna put half a package. Or is that a whole package? I'll do a whole package. That wasn't even much. A whole package in there. And then what you do is do I add the Parmesan cheese to it? All right, you cover the outside with Parmesan cheese. So let me mix this and see how it does. I'll let you know. Hold on, let's do some trial and error, people. Oh wow, way easier. All right, is it real smushy? Oh, that's not bad. Okay. You can do it in your food processor, and then I'll take it out. It's gonna be squishy in your hands. What you do is you put Parmesan cheese down. I'm gonna put some on a bowl so it's easier to clean up, and then just kind of roll the ball into it, form it as best you can, put it in a bowl, put some plastic wrap, put it in your refrigerator. It's done and easy and delicious for Christmas. You can buy these at the store. They're so easy to make themselves. Just messed up. That was allspice. You don't want allspice on your cheese ball. I was like, I thought I had peppercorn, but that was allspice. That's the one that I use for the smelly things for the stove. Not allspice. You want to use peppercorn. Tastes like pepper, not like cinnamony. All right, let's make a face on this one. All right, the next thing on my list is spinach dip. This is really easy to make. We've been making it forever. I bought frozen chopped spinach, and I just pushed out all the water. That's it, put it in your bowl. You can also use fresh spinach because when you mix with all the ingredients, it wilts anyways. Just chop it up because when you go to scoop it, sometimes you get like the long piece, you're like, ew, what is that? But I noticed that there was a lot of stems in the fresh stuff. You don't cut those up, but I just realized I looked in here and there's a lot of stems in there too. So whatever, I think if you get the box one, you get more of the chopped stuff, and this is more like the strings of it. But this is good. So what I'm doing is adding, I'll put the recipe on the screen, I'm gonna add sour cream, Miracle Whip. I'm doing ranch because I didn't even look for the Knorr vegetable mix. use whatever you want. And then I'm gonna chop up some water chestnuts because we like this in there too. Put it all together, mix it up, let it set. We'll serve this with pretzels. That's what my family likes. Got my spinach dip done, whole big container, gonna put in the refrigerator. Let's go on to another thing. The next thing we'll make is appetizer tortilla pinwheels. Now, we usually like to do like a veggie pizza. That's good. Lauren used to always do that. Make that with the crescent rolls and then put the sour cream, cream cheese, and we usually do ranch powder mixed in there as your base, like the cream part, and then veggies and fruit, veggies and cheese. So here's the veggies from chopped up this morning. But I don't want to have like a big giant pan in my refrigerator because we have a lot of stuff in there. So doing tortillas, it would be a lot smaller, take up less space. So we're basically going to put it and flatten it on a tortilla, roll that tortilla up and refrigerate it. So when I serve it, I'll slice them and you'll have neat little pinwheels. So I would put olives in mine because I like olives. My kids are not going to eat olives, so I'm going to veer from what they would like because I don't need the olives myself. So I'm going to mix everything up. I'll put the recipe on the screen. Okay, moving right along. I'm heating up a tortilla wrap for lunch because I'm getting hungry. These are delicious, look at that. So they'll be pretty full. Obviously they're gonna fall apart a little bit. If you let them set, they'll kind of get hard and squished together. Then you can slice them really thin. I just love them. I think they're good, they're really good, and they have all the delicious vegetables in them. I could just eat the tortilla plain like this. So I'm gonna cover this to put in my refrigerator. I still am waiting for room in my refrigerator, so my veggies and fruit are sitting out. We'll get there. Okay, eating this for lunch. Delicious, this is so good. It's even better as it sits. So yummy. So loving my HelloFresh lunch, so I don't have to worry about and think about food. The next thing we do is called Cowboy caviar. This is one my girlfriend Tammy made. It is so good. I remember having it back at a church in Michigan, and I could never mimic the recipe, and I had this, and I was like, oh, that's it. So I love this. It is, I'll put the original recipe on the screen. I am not doing pinto beans. Is that it? And I think that's it. Oh, there's celery too. I forgot about celery. I'm gonna skip the celery. That's okay. But just because this makes a lot of stuff and we will not eat all of this. So I've already got my veggies this morning. I had pepper and onion cut up here, and then I saved some jalapeno for my HelloFresh meal because I didn't have it. So that's gonna go in here. Everything else gets drained. You put it all together, mix it up. This is so good. If you love beans, it's just got a great flavor. So let me rinse all these, drain them, put them in here, and we'll mix it up. Okay, so I was going through my stuff and I'm like, I'm running out of refrigerator room. I only have these 2 refrigerators right here and they're full. We have like 3 gallons of milk, an apple cider, 2 orange juice. There's just a lot in there. So what I had to do is I had those heads of cabbage from my girlfriend. So I took those. It's gonna be warm this weekend, so I'm just gonna pray it stays nice. I put those on my porch. It's the coldest place. It's gonna be cold right now. It's like 50. It can stay outside there, but it is gonna be like 70 over like after Christmas, or I think through Christmas. So I'm just gonna pray that it stays cold enough at night and that stays good because there's just no room. There's no room. So I'm just like, but we're getting there. That's okay. So my desserts that I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna do real fast. I'm gonna make more because you know I'm crazy. We're gonna do deviled eggs. So I'm gonna just hard boil these eggs I'm only doing whatever I have right here, 12, 4, 8, 12, 15. Mine are small for a big family here. I'm gonna do these and just put them in a container, and then we'll make them when we make them on Christmas Day. But I am gonna be doing banana pudding. Is that all I gotta do? Yeah, moving on to my desserts. Yes. I was gonna make some cinnamon tortilla chips to go with my salsa, but like I love them, but like not everybody else does. So for me, I'm like, do I really need a cinnamon chip? No, I can use like a graham cracker, or I can use a vanilla wafer. I'll be okay with it, or I'll eat it plain. So if you want to do that, to make with the fruit salsa, just take a tortilla and spray them with cooking spray, both sides, and then like put some cinnamon sugar like on a plate and just like coat it. Put it on one side, flip it over to the other side, put them on a cookie sheet and just bake them until they're crisp. They'll be delicious. I coat them first and then slice them like a pizza so you have triangles. Put them in your oven, 375 until like they're done. Check them. I'm gonna say it's 10, 15, 20 minutes. I just don't remember. Keep your eye on it. Those are so good. I could just like eat that all day long with the fruit salsa, but there's so much food to eat. I don't need any more. Control. So I'm not making any of that, but I did have a lot of fruit to eat up, so I will eat that. All right, so we're moving on to deviled eggs. I'm gonna put mine, you can do them multiple way on the stove. I've done them in the air fryer. Pressure cooker is it for me. Grab the pressure cooker. All right, so pressure cooker here, plug it in. And then I did this basket. This works great. I used to use the thing it came with. Someone said put it right in here, and I did, so this is good. So I just put eggs in here, and then I'll put a cup of water. I think it's 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water, turn it on your low. I think it's 5 minutes to pressurize on medium, and then 5 minutes to sit and let it cool. Then we'll have the eggs. Hopefully these will turn out. You know how I am with eggs. I don't know what I do. Oh, let's crack that one. We'll see how that works, but it's okay. So these are a little cracky. We'll see how they do. But that gets a tray of eggs out of my refrigerator, so into a taller container, which will be nicer because we're just running out of room. I'll show you what my refrigerator looks like when I'm done. It is stacked full. The good thing is my desserts, you can freeze the banana pudding. I might just freeze it. I'm going to do like, it's the better than anything dessert. Robert Redford. What are you eating there, Maxine? Don't be eating any trash. She's like, I don't even know. What did you eat? She's like, Mom, I'm waiting for meat. There's no meat. So anyways, I'm gonna make those and put them in pie tins. That's a good way to save on space in your refrigerator because you can just stack it and it's only as big as a pie tin, a pie versus like big pans of food, dessert. So, all right, that's it, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna get my stuff out for that dessert right now, and then the banana pudding, and just move on to desserts. I'm almost done. It's 12:30, almost there. All right, so Jane just left now, so I'm like a free woman for a little bit. I should like party it up, but you know, I'm gonna make food. So that's okay, I enjoyed it. It's a quiet household. It's me and Maxine in here. Ruby's out there. Maxine's barking at her like, what are you doing in my lane? So what I'm gonna do is I'm taking my pie. I'm gonna do these kind of plates so I can freeze them. So I'm going to make, I was just gonna do chocolate. I do remember my dad getting a butterscotch one, and one of you said get the butterscotch one. So I'm gonna do butterscotch too. So I'm gonna double the recipe. You put everything in the food processor. It's pecans, flour, and a stick of butter. Yes, I think it's 1, 1, and 1, isn't it? 1 cup, 1 cup? Let me look. 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of flour, and half a cup of pecans. So I'll double it, put it in here, and then I'm just gonna pat it in the pan. You bake in the oven and let that cool, then I'll add my mixture. So let's just make the crust. All right, well that is cooking in the oven, and then you're gonna let it cool. I'll put it in my freezer. I'm gonna mix up the next layer in my mixer. What's the point if you're not making a mess everywhere? So this is going, still got things. My eggs are done. Actually, let me put my eggs in the water. It's a great day. Like, what a good day getting all my stuff done. I'm feeling like, you probably can't hear me because the mixer's going on, but I'm feeling really good about my day. All right, I've got like 5 minutes, 7 minutes on the clock over there for my crust. So I'm gonna try to do these eggs real quick. Deviled eggs, you know how to make deviled eggs. Slice them in half, pull the yellow part up, mix in Miracle Whip, mustard, We use salt and pepper easy, so I'm just gonna crack them, peel them, put them in a container for when we make them on Christmas Day. I had to laugh. I was doing dishes and I opened the door up earlier and I was like, where's Maxine? She ran outside. She doesn't usually stay out too long. And so then I just looked out my window here and there's a table outside on the side of the mountain here. It's like on the ground. And she was just like sitting in the sun, just looking up, like enjoying the sun. I'm like, oh, you're living your mommy's best life ever. Sit in the sunshine. So then she was sitting there so peaceful. Then Ruby let out a big old howl and then Maxine just jumped to action. Like there was something up the mountain, but I don't think so. Now she's jumping at the window like, let me in. So this is done here. I got 27 seconds. I'm just gonna shut up, take this out, and then I'm gonna put these directly into a freezer. But this makes beautiful shortbread. I shouldn't put it directly, should I? I will, because I need it done. I need to move these. We've got cookies, we've got stuff like falling out all the corners. I've got so many things in my freezer. I've got all her cookies in there. We put the chocolate balls in there because it was kind of melting because it was so hot in here yesterday. We're good. I'm gonna let Maxine in, wash my stuff up. That should be done in a few minutes and I can put everything together, change battery. All right, cooled off enough to put my next layer on. I'm gonna spread this out between these ones. Then I'm gonna mix up my chocolate pudding, do 2 chocolate, and I'm gonna mix up butterscotch. So for my pudding one I did, it's usually you add more milk. It's like, I think it's 5 cups, the original recipe. I only did 4 cups, so I'm gonna have mine a little bit thicker. So, but that's 3 packages of pudding. I only bought 2 packages of butterscotch. Not sure why, but that might be enough for these, but I also bought cheesecake on accident. Or actually I bought this for the fruit dip and I didn't use it. I'm gonna just mix the cheesecake and the butterscotch. I feel like that's not gonna like make the flavor change that much. So, because that'll make it a little bit thinner, because you want that layer nice and thick. So I think I'm gonna do that. Butterscotch, it's either butterscotch with the cheesecake or butterscotch and vanilla. And I feel like the cheesecake is gonna be fine. So we'll put this in here. I'll smell it before I add it, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Let's see. Butterscotch pudding is so good. I forgot about this, and then when somebody told me, I was like, I need to do that. Let's see. Oh yeah, it'll be cheesecake. All right, so we'll add that one. So normally do the right kind, or just use what you have. So let me put this in here, put my milk in, and we'll put the next 2. Those delicious. I know these are good. Dad, this is my invitation for you to come down after Christmas. I'm gonna put one in the freezer for you. So these are so full. I should have got the deeper pans. That's okay, we'll just shove them. What I'll probably do is set them in the freezer to freeze thaw before I cover them, because on 2 of them, I'll do a butterscotch and a chocolate in the freezer and then try to fit one somewhere in my fridge. I just don't know, but we'll see on that. But those, I'm gonna go put that in my freezer right now. And then we're gonna work on banana pudding. Delicious. Okay, so this is how I'm going to cover mine and put this like this. It's gonna squish it, but that's okay. And then this is how we're gonna do it. It's definitely gonna make it squish. Too squishy. I just have no room. I have no room. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. That'll work. Look at. So if you need better, like if it was a little bit smushed, you could put like a glass plate on there. I just feel like I don't want my kids to bust that. So I feel like this is gonna be good. Yeah, hopefully. Can I put this in my refrigerator somewhere? I don't even know. I need like an industrial refrigerator just for this weekend. Okay, when there's no room, you pull out leftovers. We're gonna make this fit, people. I am. Yes. All right, I guess we take the fajitas out. Those are so good, though. I'm gonna shove this somewhere else because I might want that for dinner. We'll just set that one on top of the fruit. Okay, let me look up my banana pudding recipe that I used to do. It's been a little while. Banana pudding. No, kids here, the internet should work really good. Banana pudding recipe, there it is. Which one do I do? 2018 or 2013? I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, 2013. We're gonna go back to 2013. It's just 2 vanilla milk, condensed milk. I think I have that, let me look. All right, 2 vanilla, condensed milk, my milk, hopefully the rest of this. Frozen cook, which is in there. Vanilla wafers and bananas. Okay, let me get that all up. Here we are. Okay, I'm gonna put mine, I think it's basically mix it, don't you? Add pudding, milk, and then whisk in the beater. Sweetened condensed milk. Mix again. Add your whipped topping and mix. Is that it? Slice of bananas. I did layer in a glass dish, but again, we're utilizing our space, so we're gonna make mini, I feel like that's gonna be so tiny though. Do I use my big glass dish? Let me see. I might be able to fit it in the refrigerator because it's up higher. If only you could see. I feel like that would work because it could be up off the thing. Or 2 pans of banana pudding. Should we just do it in the 2 pans? I just feel like that's tiny, but that's okay. We'll do it right here. All right, let me get my mixing bowl. We're gonna whisk everything together and let's see how well I do whisking. So, all right, let's do that. I think it's just, let's see, 2 puddings. We're gonna make it work. When you don't like have space, it's like that's what you do. Back in Michigan, we would put like a table outside, like in our covered porch, and put your food, right? That's where you could store it. The animals wouldn't get it. But not here in the South because it's gonna be 70 degrees. I just feel like I need a bigger kitchen. More space. There's just a lot of us. So this will work. All right, we'll do this right here. Let me put this in the trash. Perfect, and then our milk. This will work. It's so weird, my house is so quiet. I got my earbud in, so I'm listening to music. But I am like, in essence, alone. Maxine's sleeping away, she doesn't even care. Good to mix this up when it's not completely thick. Let me add this milk, sweetened condensed milk. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Just make it thicker, I'm assuming, more flavorful. Work right there, you're crooked. Is that okay? Do you mind if a crooked camera? I'm bad on my straight lines. So anyways, usually we just have cookies and all our treats we make, but I feel like we make those so early in the month. We didn't really this month, but usually by the time Christmas rolls around, it's kind of like, we're so sick of cookies, so we don't really like eat those very much on Christmas. So that's why I did the banana pudding and the chocolate dessert, because I thought, I want to have something different. Just to have just something different. We still have cookies, and I'll still put up my cookie platter and all that good stuff. I have the 3-tier tray. You guys know where it's like bigger, it's medium and small. That's like my favorite nostalgic thing is I wanted one of those for my entire life. Now you can find them on Amazon everywhere, but back in the day when I really wanted one, I could never find one. So you can find them everywhere. I think Pioneer Woman had one. I'm like, those are like my favorite things. So we only use it on the holidays. So, all right, there's that. That's gonna be good, right? Look at. So what I think I'm going to do, let me see here. There's still milk left. I was hoping to get rid of this big container. I have eggnog in the back there. There's so much. Okay, I think I'm just gonna layer egg. I don't know how squishy that'll be in here, but we're gonna just do these 2 tin cans here. Oops, don't mind that. I feel like crushing them up would be really good. Should I do that? Crushing them? That'd probably be a neat little thing. Ooh, let's do that. Okay, let's put some in here. I'll do some on top. We're gonna crush these in here. I'm gonna do my own recipe here. Just because we're utilizing the space, so you know the cookie will take up a bunch of space. So this will work. I'm gonna squish this in here. We'll put some of the bananas on. Then we'll put some pudding on top. Let's see how much. There's a lot of pudding here. We'll just do a couple layers. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do 2 layers. That's the problem. All right, cookies in the bottom, bananas, a bunch of bananas, and then I'll put the pudding and I'll put some more cookies on top. That's gonna work. Wash my hands. All right, you never heard in the Bible where it says, my cup runneth over? Well, my banana pudding runneth over. Oh yes, an abundance of banana pudding. It's full. I'm like, ooh, I should have waited till the pudding kind of sat and then put the remainder on, but I didn't. I had it all at once. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep that. I'm like that. I don't really like banana pudding, so I took a bite and I was like, ooh, I don't like that flavor. So this one, these are gonna go in the refrigerator. So it's full. You guys see what that looks like? Look at it. It's not even stirred across. Look at. Yeah, look at. There's no. I'm not gonna be able to put a plate on that without that all falling off the side of it. So we're gonna let this sit for a little bit here. Let this sit, get a little bit hardened, and then I'll think about putting like a domed cover over it or something and put it, probably a bowl. No, my bowls are too big, small. I don't know, we're gonna do something here, but this is good. Let me look at my list. I think my list is done. It is. So done for now. This like is helping me prepare for Christmas because tomorrow we're gonna eat. We're having subs and we're doing nachos. So only thing I have to do tomorrow is cut the lettuce up. Easy, but I have the peppers and onions, meat pulled out of the freezer, beans pulled out of the freezer. That'll be an easy dinner. Sandwiches for lunch is lunch meat and cheese and shredded lettuce and pickles. Yeah, done. And then we'll pull up the veggies and fruit because there's a lot of that in there. And we'll have that tonight as well. And then Christmas Day, we'll get up, pull out all our wonderful food, show you that, and then I'll prepare the rest of the food to go for all that food we made today. So this way tomorrow I kind of get a little bit of a break. I really don't have to be in the kitchen all day because I've been in here since, what time did I get in here? 7? It's like 2 o'clock now. Almost 2, 1:30. So it's been a long time, but my family came and then we've talked and fed them, you know, chit-chatted up life and all that good stuff. So now I'm done. I'm done for the day. This was definitely a lot of appetizers to make for holidays or anytime. Like these are all delicious. These are tried and true. Everything I made today was something we've always had. Like nothing's new. It's all we've had. We enjoy them. They're like tried and true flavors. I got them from my blog. The recipes were like 2013 and before. So they're all old recipes that we enjoy very much in our family. So I am just glad to be done. And now I get to go finish up my day. I get to have some quiet before like anybody gets here because there's nobody here right now. So I am finished. I did my countdown to Christmas. Day 2 is preparing, and that is preparing all the wonderful food for my family. I love cooking. I love preparing food for my family. That's the way I show love to my families, by making them food. I feel like nourishing them. You know, they'll eat ramen. They love ramen. They love me for that. But I feel like if I can make something for them, make it look special, then that's some way I can show love to them. So I am good. I'm done. It'll be a good day. I'll get to kind of chill a little bit this afternoon and then have to edit and then get to enjoy the rest. The kids are out with Greg and they're out shopping for me. So I don't know. They took my other camera, so we'll see how that is. I'll add that maybe to tomorrow's video. We'll see how much is on there. Just see how that goes because I've never actually gone with them. So, you know, it's like a surprise trip without Mom. It's good to prepare, like preparing food for the holiday season, but it's also good to prepare internally as well. And check yourself. Is your heart feeling, an abundance of joy inside of it? Is it feeling peaceful inside? And if it's not, take some time, some quiet time today to sit and just, all right, what is bothering me? What is bothering me so deep inside? Why am I feeling anxious? What is making me feel like I just want to scream? What is making me feel irritated? Check those things inside your heart and see what's wrong, and then say, all right, Lord, I need you to come inside my heart and just release that from me. And he will, because God is a God of grace and a God of over and over faithfulness, that he will do it again and again and again. He's not just like the Father in heaven that just says, here, you get one chance, you mess up, you're done. No, he is the God of grace, a God of forgiveness that over and over will give you what you need. And you just got to go to him. You go to him and you ask, and he will give it to you, so you can have that peace, because you want to have that peace inside. You want to have that peace that just passes all understanding, that you just can't even understand. Nobody can understand why you feel peaceful. Why do you feel peaceful in your life when there's chaos going around, when this world is like a mess and everybody's in cahoots of, this is right, all these things? How can you be so peaceful in your own life? Because you have that peace from the Lord that just passes all understanding, and you just know where your life lies with him, and he will take care of you. It says that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who walk according to his purpose. Walk in the way that God has for you, and watch him protect you, watch him keep you safe, watch him take you through whatever kind of fiery furnace or whatever kind of thing, and watch how he will save you through those things. Think about it. I just listened to a preacher this weekend, and it was really good, and he says, you know what? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were in the fire because of the government and what they were doing, because they were disobeying the law, but they were not going to bow down to him. Guess what? He saved them in the fiery furnace. And so no matter what's going on in our lives today, because there's a lot in our government, there's a lot in our world, there's a lot within your workplace, there's a lot within your home sometimes, there's a lot within families, and just, choosing to do things, choosing not to do things, and being persecuted for those things. But if you are doing what God wants you to do, stand firm in those and watch what God will do. Go read your Bible. Go read how he sent people to go save them when the government was against them. Go see how he sent people to save them when nobody else believed him, when their family didn't believe him, when all these things happened and they were just at their wits' end and not doing. But those people, their hearts were with God, and they trusted God with all of their heart that he would take care of them. And he will do that for you. Remember, he will send a David. He will send a David when there's a Goliath in your life, right? He will also send the escape from the fiery furnace when you feel like you're being attacked from the world and the rules that they set forth. Stand firm in what God has for you and watch what he will do in your life. It's amazing, but you got to trust him, and you got to stick with it. That's one of my encouragement to you today, is stick with it, stand firm, and don't waver. Don't buckle, and don't go, no, everybody else is, no, don't do what everybody else is. Stand firm and watch what God will do in your life when you hold on to that faith and trust him. I promise you, it's pretty good stuff. So, all right, you have a beautiful rest of your day. Remember, you're designed and created for a purpose, a wonderful purpose in this life. And I'm going to see you guys again tomorrow with another video. We're going to have Christmas Eve in the Maryon household. So, all right, have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching. We'll see ya. Bye.